Yeah, I'm never going to say never. Okay, I think there's still a lot of development ahead before we would just make the commitment to just jump into doing something like that. And it's not that we're not capable or can't figure it out. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with the vehicle being made, let's say, to be reliable. We want a good quality product produced for the customer. So if it's a sketchy situation, sure, I mean, we can figure out how to put an electric motor in there and make it operate and everything. Is it something to me that would be quality-wise sellable? I don't know. I don't think. I would rather the aftermarket get their feet wet first and start bringing out some upgrade packages and stuff that will be tested and proven and changed and made better before we just up and commit to trying to jump into that market and try to sell everybody on an electric motor conversion. I think there needs to be some time for engineering and development so that they're reliable and worth doing, because it's just, it's our reputation, and we're very that's a very important thing to us.
For sure. And once you have some of these projects on hand, when it comes to delivering them.
Well, all of these projects, as we are progressing through the build of the vehicle or whatever they're here for, we try to stay in touch with the customers. Unfortunately, we do have customers from all different places in the United States, so not everybody can just run by and take a look and us get their opinion on different things and be able to lay out the options in front of them to see what they might like to have done at certain times during the build. So we try to communicate as often as possible with the customers, either via a phone call or some sort of meeting set up on the phone, or constant updates with their paperwork, their work orders, their build account sheets, everything that is tracking everything that gets done to the car. So they are in touch and in tune with what's getting done to the car, and they know that the car is coming close to completion. And then once we get to the point where we think we're in pretty good shape, then we'll start maybe trying to schedule a completion date, so that if that customer is from out of town, or even if they're local, they can make arrangements either with in their life to be able to come by and pick up the vehicle. We will usually try to take a test drive with the customer so they can kind of see what's going on with the car, and so we can explain all the equipment that they've had added or things that have changed in their vehicle, so that they will understand and know what's going on with the vehicle. And then it's a matter of they take delivery of the vehicle and start enjoying it. Any of the engines, drivetrains, any of those things that we put in any of these cars, all the crate engines and whatnot, we always put a break-in additive in the engine oil with the new oil and filter. The manufacturers recommend it. It's to help break the engine in, get the bearings and rings and everything seated correctly in the engine. They have a break-in procedures. So we go through all of that to try to explain that to the customer. If they have electronics added, we go through and try to explain all of the features of some of the equipment that they've had added. We also will gather and keep all of the paperwork and brochures and manuals and everything that come with all of the equipment on the car, so that we can put that in an big envelope for them. All their warranty papers on all the parts on the cars, and then typically after we've delivered them and they have been enjoying the car, we ask that the customer bring the car back in around 500 miles. The manufacturers recommend that 500-mile break-in period. There's a couple of reasons for that. For one, so that we can get the car back in and go over it. We want to double check, the exhaust or headers, make sure everything's tight. Go look for leaks, check everything over to make sure it's wearing properly. We'll do a free oil change for them, and to get the break-in additive out of the engine, and then put fresh oil, filter, and then they should be ready to go to put however many miles they need to on the car and enjoy it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's Shop Talk. We'll try to get some more episodes out to you, and I really appreciate you tuning in. Let us know if there's any subjects or anything like that, or if you have some classic car questions you'd like for us to answer. We'd love to address those for you. Other than that, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit like on all our videos, and that way you'll get the updates as we keep posting them out. So I appreciate it. You guys tune back in. Thank you.